good. Uh-oh.
Oh, you
We're
are
live.
currently on our live stream.
You are live.
Oh my goodness.
You want to get in?
I was gonna say, I mean, I've heard so many comments about what y'all are doing.
Oh,
Like what you're doing.
I love to hear that.
It's,
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Love to hear that. Thank
Awesome.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thanks, Rob.
You know, they were talking about a lot of stuff about collaboration, and they said, you know, what Rich is doing with collaboration, it's not competition as much as it's collaboration. And
Yes.
getting the job done. That was pretty impressive. So.
Awesome. I love that. Love to hear this. Great.
Yes,
Great
thank you
feedback.
so much.
Thanks, Rob.
We are live.
What's going on, ladies and
Hello.
gentlemen? We are live here from the Naples Grand Hotel, Naples, Florida, MAFSI Conference 2022. How the hell are you, ladies and gentlemen?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Is the audio quality good?
Can you see us?
Are we coming in loud and clear? Please, would love your feedback. Let us know.
Because we're using hotel Wi-Fi right now to go live.
Yeah.
If you just saw, someone just interacted with us. They didn't realize we were live. But, oh yeah, it sounds good. Looking
Seems like we're okay.
good. So we went live right
Jesse
now.
Cole, live fire.
There's some sessions going on, some other tech sessions. Lower that.
I just want to make sure we're good. Seems like we're good.
Yes. Hello, Jesse.
Jesse, Josh is here.
Video is a little choppy. Josh, thank you. I'm sure it's because of the Wi-Fi, but as long as we have audio,
As long
I think
as you can
that's
see us decently, maybe we're a little pixelated, but as long as you can see us a little bit and hear us well, I think that's the number one thing. So just keep us in mind. Let us know.
good. Loud and clear.
All right, cool. So, listen, we are fired up on a Wednesday. A lot been going on the past few days.
Yes, a lot.
I'm not to put you on the spot, but are there any takeaways or anything that have stood out in your mind since you got here?
Yes. Millennials are ruling the world. You are not a millennial.
Apparently, I'm not.
You're too old now.
I'm Gen X.
I'm the one that's going to run the show.
Millennials own the workforce.
That was one keynote. It was about demographics, so it's actually a very good keynote. I also really loved the keynote today. I forgot I think his name was Marcus. I'll have to check the agenda
was
for
good.
that. He was specifically talking about video and how, hey Chris, blobs of flesh once in a hat. Oh no, I love that. So the keynote today was in regards to how to stand out using video for sales. And the guy was actually a pool manufacturer. So but the way he explained it about how to use video in your email, how to stand out by actually naming your competitors in blog posts and things like that, it was just so mind-opening that I know we got a lot of ideas out of it. Like, oh, okay.
You know, and from that, like, it's like one of those things like this industry, you know, when you're looking at the competition is also everyone here, there's a lot of people in the same market, the same different things, like everyone's competition. Do you really want to like bring your competition up? Because he had the pool thing and he was kind of saying like, you take a survey and we're going to show you the best pool for you. But if we're not like the best match, because he doesn't do vinyl, like he'll bring up, okay, it sounds like vinyl pool is the best for you. And here's the names of the companies you can call and reach to type thing. And you're saying to yourself, yeah, but you're sending them off to the customer. But what you're doing is building trust.
You're building trust. That's the huge takeaway from most of the keynotes today and this past
because
week.
Do you really want to install a pool that the customer is going to be unhappy with anyway? No. Do you really want to install a combi oven that's not going to work for the customer, or whatever it might be? And that was a good takeaway. I think there's some things that we could probably talk with, not to get into the Fed membership talk, but I think there's probably things we could talk about what the Fed membership could also look like, teaching some of these things and getting people to understand the importance of it all. I think there's a lot of people here in the majority that want to jump in, want to do more, but they're not sure how. They're a little nervous. There's a lot of things. So, from our talk that we did yesterday, which we vlogged, and I guess we'll eventually put that up somewhere. So you'll be able to see what I talked about. But it really was about letting people understand the importance of human connections, and that Marcus guy was talking about the human connection.
Yes,
it's super real. It's super important in a world that we're so social media. We're all doing Zoom and doing all this stuff. We have to stay as personal as possible. So
to shorten that.
Shorten that up for me.
being in a digital era, in a digital age, what will set you apart is your human connection.
It's true.
Yes.
It's
And
true.
so a big question that we keep getting is, of course, what is the Fed Group? What is FEDDCon?
Yeah. It's a good question, by the way.
It's a good question. So I think to summarize for myself, I'm realizing that the Fed Group, in one sentence, is a resource. Oh, we're going to put you on a spot.
Oh, sweet.
We got a special guest coming in.
We have a special
Can I
guest.
hear her? I have my mic.
Take your mic and put it like in between you guys. That should
Our
work.
special guesting.
Special
Yes.
guest.
So here you are.
Hi.
So,
You can move that. That would be awesome. Thank you.
Oh my
I'll
goodness.
use that right there.
Hot
This way,
mic.
this
Here
way.
we go.
And for anyone wondering, I'm using lav mics just because there's noise out here and I wanted to get our voices a little bit more clear.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'll give you mine. You guys are more important. I just run the thing.
So we're good. No, so we have Chelsea here from Crave. So, introduce yourself to Fired Up Nation.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Stuck. I'm president and founder of Craven Company. And we're a sales and marketing consulting firm specifically geared towards food service.
That's right.
Yeah.
So MAFSI, how's MAFSI going for you?
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing.
Give everybody some, because you had some talks here. Let everybody
Sure.
know some of these talks you were talking about.
Yeah, so MAFSI first off has been so amazing for us. I think for everyone, the content has been great. The networking has been great. I mean, good Lord, we haven't been together in years at this point in time.
Yeah.
And so I think that coming together of people has just been the energy, and all of it's been really, I don't know, it's put some new life into me, I think, into our whole team and getting together. We had 2 talks. We actually did our first talk on building a digital ecosystem. And digital ecosystems, foundations, basically your website, and then all the things, the resources that you use to make it all work. And so we really got into the nuts and bolts, and we shared how it worked, because we thought, you know what, let's share that information. Let's put it out there, and let's have some great conversations about it, because like it or not, we're digital, right? I mean, that's what we're doing.
And we are.
It's what it's all about now.
Yeah.
So we did that. And then yesterday, we went a little bit higher level in that we talked about the strategy. So the why, right? It was the what, and then it was the why.
Yes.
And about that marketing strategy isn't one size fits all, because every company's different. Your goals are different. You know, your resources are different.
Yep.
Your ecosystem looks different. And so we talked about that, and it was awesome because at the end of the session, so of course we had Q&A, right?
Yep.
Everyone started sharing information, and they started talking about these things and really learning from each other. And we had quite a great session of just Q&A and learning, and it was awesome. So
yeah, that's what I found. I think for like the people of MAFSI, like the reps that are here, even manufacturers that are here, they want to know how to do it. I don't think they realize or understand how to go about it. They're nervous. They're unsure.
Yeah.
So getting back out into this and having, you here talking to them to understand. I mean, that's how this thing is going to get going.
Yeah.
And that's
Talking
actually what
about
you
it.
talked about yesterday too, is your why.
Talk a little bit about finding your why. Yeah, because you have to know why you're doing something.
Yeah.
Like you said, like every strategy, we all have different end goals. Like, what are we working towards? So, when you sit down with someone like Crave and Chelsea and her team, they could map that out for you.
Right.
I mean, it's critical. I mean, it's not something you could put to the side anymore.
And it looks different for everyone else. And I think that was my sort of takeaway, is I think we get stuck in the fear because we're afraid we're not going to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't necessarily a right. Sure, there's right ways to technically do something, right? But overall, trying something new, going there, thinking about it, telling your story to people, I mean, it's like I said in one of my presentations, look, why do you do this? Because you're reaching all these people at once, right?
Yes.
That's much more
Connecting.
efficient than you telling a story over and over and over and over and over in all like individual sections. And so your business needs to do that, right? And
100%.
so, my biggest thing is like, just get past the fear and try. And if you're afraid, then talk to us, talk to you, talk to people doing it, right?
Yes.
And it's not as hard as you think. It really isn't.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as you think. One of the questions I had was, I'm not on social media. I don't think I have the face for it, or I don't have the smarts for it. I don't have whatever it might be. And she said, so how does someone like me get involved? And I'm like, I'm sorry to tell you, but you just got to start. There's no other way.
Yeah.
You're not going to learn what you're good at, what you're bad at, what you're going to trial and error. You're going to figure it out. And, getting out into these rooms, I think, with you out there talking, Jason Wange, myself, all these different people, there's a lot of that getting people's blood flowing. Like saying, I know I got to do this.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is that you got to get started because it's not going away. It's not gonna be 2 years from now and say it might be a different widget, it might look different, but if you don't get started, you lost all that time. And that's all time is money.
Yes.
And so it's been great. Like I said, the conversations, and we will be at FEDDCon.
Yes.
Plugging. I'm going to be there. Team's going to be there. And we hope to see you there. And that's what we're talking about stuff there, right? I mean, that's part of that sharing.
Yeah, we're going to have Chelsea on a big panel that is really going to be directed at the content for this industry and how you could leverage it. And we need to keep talking about it, and the discussions that's why it's important we do, because the discussions we have in April could be very different in November. Because things change fast, and strategies change fast. Just like in any business, in any market, anything that's happening, things change, and we have to move with the tide. So you want to stay involved with it, and I'm excited that you're going to be there. I'm really grateful.
Thanks. Yeah, we're super excited to be there. Like I said, I think just the energy of coming together, and the more especially if you're afraid, then come to this conference. Come talk to people. Everyone has the same fears, right? Yeah. And you'll see that you're not alone in that struggle. And everyone's trying new things and doing it differently, and that's okay. That's how you learn and grow. It's how your business grows. And my business looks completely different now than it did a year ago, than it did 6 months ago, and it did 3 years ago when I started it.
Yeah, and I think, I'm going to say this because I think it's true. I think it looks different, and it probably looks better and more successful because you're out there doing. And you're not sitting there, hoping that I don't need to do this because I'll make a phone call or I'll send an email. No, you're out there. You're hitting the pavement. You're getting in front of cameras. You're doing the things you need to do to evolve, to create those opportunities. And coming to FEDDCon, there's gonna be cameras everywhere. Maybe that'll help you get comfortable because she's gonna be filming. I'm gonna have a GoPro strapped to my forehead. The whole conference. I should. I just made that up, but maybe we should.
I'll do it.
We're just gonna have a drone. Eric's gonna fly a drone. It's just gonna
Eric will fly a drone over everybody's heads the entire conference. So if you have no hair, you might want to shave it down, make a nice clean scalp.
And that's how you learn. And I think that's the other thing is recognizing that, look, you don't just know this stuff naturally. No one I went back to school. I got my master's in it to learn about it, but most of what I've learned is through talking to people, trying things,
doing things.
Some things didn't work, some things did, and you do more of what does work. I mean, it's really that simple.
You're right. So, Bruce Hodge was a big mentor of mine, watching him in the service industry, and I think it applies to this. So he said, I went to a management class with him, and he said, listen, everyone in this room, you're in business, you're making decisions. People say to me, what do you do when you screw up and you make this bad decision? You make another decision. Yeah. You make another decision. So if you're doing something, you're like, this isn't working, or I screwed this up, that's okay. Make another decision, make another move, do something different, continue to evolve it. I really don't think there's too many rights or wrongs in this.
No.
It's what's going to be good for you, and you're going to figure it out. But the only way you figure it out is by doing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to make a mistake. Man, some of the best decisions I've made have come out of making a mistake to begin with. Hi.
We have a live audience.
We have a live audience. Come by us. We got Joe Senior, Joe Junior from Pacifica Ferry behind the camera right now. So if you're out there and you're in the market for equipment in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, go to pacificaferry.com. Go check them out.
If you want some really good swag.
There you go.
We got the hand sanitizer.
We got hand sanitizer. We're keeping people safe here.
Yeah. We are,
yes. It's so important.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think some of the best lessons I've got and really drove my own business, what I was doing before when I was in manufacturing, right? Was from, falling on my face and then picking myself back up and going like, well, okay, I learned that. Let's do this different.
Yes.
I mean, that's just being human, and that's okay. And we're just doing it in different ways now. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's just a different way to connect with people. It's
Yeah.
the same. It looks a little different, but ultimately it's the same info.
It is, and change is tough. Change is hard. Humans are creatures of habit by nature. And when things are changing, like we sat in on one of the he was talking about changing one of those keynotes. I don't know if you were in it, and he was like, let me ask everyone right now to cross your arms.
Oh yeah, that one.
Okay, so we did it. He's like, "So it feels good, everything's good. Okay, now change it. And cross me the way.
We're all like, no.
And it's like, wait a second. He's like, it's a little uncomfortable. It doesn't feel so great. You were happy the way it was.
Yeah.
But that's as simple as that is. That's really what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Things need to change, and they're going to continue to evolve. And the good news is, with this industry, you're not alone. Like, people actually care about you and care about your business, care about what you're doing. I'm sure if you reach out to Chelsea and say, hey, Chelsea, I got a quick question for you, I'm sure she's going to go, I can't talk right now. Goodbye. I bet you she answers and goes, I got you. What is it?
Yeah.
There's people all over this industry that are like that.
Do you know how many times we simply get started with clients by they'll come and they'll say like, oh, well, this one thing isn't working, or I think I need this thing, or, whatever their initial reason is to reach out. And by the end of our discussion with them, we found like either 2 other things or like a bigger thing, or maybe it still is that thing, but we just discover so much just by talking. And,
Exactly.
and it's all the same stuff. We're hearing all the same stuff from everyone.
Yeah.
And so we've shared challenges in this industry. The flow of information, the speed to market, the manufacturer's constantly launching new stuff. So there's always new things that we got to talk about, that we need to learn about. And it's a challenge, and everyone's got like their own CRM now with data and stuff. And like, that's a big challenge.
Yes.
What do you do with all of that? So yeah, call us. We just talk.
Yeah.
Figure out what you need.
Yes. And it's like you said, it's not going away. This is here to stay, and there's people to help.
Yeah.
It's a
I was
beautiful
going
thing.
to say, we start these conversations online, right? Like, we're starting this conversation here on a live stream. Oh, thank you. But now you made me lose my train of thought.
I'm sorry. I was going to hold it.
So we're
so
starting
you can
on
keep
a
going.
live stream. We're starting this conversation on a live stream.
Yes, we are starting this conversation on a live stream. But then the beauty of an in-person event is that our discussions just continuously change and grow just from the questions that I ask you.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
No,
What do
you're
you got? What do you got? A pen?
Pen. Do you have a pen?
No. Wait. Hold on.
We literally gave out all of our.
No, I have a pen.
You have a big
You can have it.
Solution
You can have
right
it. You can have it.
there.
You're good.
You see that?
Live.
Boom.
You're good. This is live.
So
This
this
is
is
live,
live,
ladies and gentlemen. And
but
anything can happen.
So I was just expanding on in-person events and how amazing it is to. I just want to hold
Go
that.
ahead.
Take the mic. It sounds good.
That I just like expanding on the relationships that we build online. It's very different when it comes in person, right? So some people might be super outgoing online, but then feel very socially awkward when it comes to being in person. I'm noticing that as well, but we all feel that. But essentially, that's why I want to meet a lot of you at FEDDCon too, because we all share these social anxieties of being in front of a camera and stuff. So, but yeah, you just got to jump into it, just like Chelsea came on right now.
Yeah. I dove in. It worked out. The lady got a pen. It's all good.
Yeah.
We solved your problem right here.
Right here. We're solving problems on this live stream today. Does anybody need anything?
So like I was saying, the Fed group,
No.
what is the Fed group? Because we're shortening this to one sentence. The Fed group is a resource, right?
I gotta be honest. We've been having some issues trying to explain what the Fed group is.
In one
And I
sentence.
think that's one of the things we realized that we have to get back and explain it in one sentence. Because the Fed group is
A bite. Like you need a little bite.
Yeah. So
Hold on, I want to bring in this comment here. It's Jason Hartman. Looks like you're having a
Jason
great
Hartman,
time.
American Panel.
Love all the live feeds. Makes me feel like I'm there. I thought I saw somebody from American Panel.
Yeah, we have American Panel right in front of us.
Is
Jesse.
that Jesse? Did
So I don't know.
Jason? Do you know Jesse?
Do you know Jesse?
Do you know
Yeah.
Jesse?
Do you know Jesse?
Do
we need to shout? Do we need to shout to Jesse? Jesse, come here.
I don't. All right, let's not put people on the spot like that.
No.
But I'm gonna
That makes a good.
bring up the brightness on the camera, so you take that.
Okay.
I gotta produce this thing.
How long do you go live for? Have you just been continuously live?
It's right. We're at 20 minutes right now. So
Oh, cool.
these things go anywhere from 15 to like 40 sometimes.
Gotcha.
Just depending on the conversations that we're having. If anyone has any questions, by the way, please throw them in the comments.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Do you want me to find another person for you to go live with?
Sure.
Do you guys want me to find somebody? Is there someone you want me to find?
I mean, you could if you want to bring someone else on that they feel like they want to jump on.
They're going, no.
But I mean, listen, we are, for the people that are still here, we appreciate you. So we're at MAFSI, of course, down in Naples. And so if you're here, feel free to come by our table, our booth. There's 10% off the ticket for anyone at MAFSI right now. And we have some interesting turn of events happening. We went to dinner, Bobby Moshe with Desert Peak. Jason Wayne actually introduced me to him. And they're out in the Arizona area. So we were talking about different things that go on. I got to get him there. He's like, listen, I'm right here. I could bring you a mobile pizza kitchen, like a pizza oven rather. So that's going to be at the FEDDCon. He's going to have, we're going to have one of his chefs is going to roll this thing onto property, and we're going to be making pizza and eating pizza. Because if everyone knows, I love pizza and I eat pizza every day. I ordered cheese pizza to the room last night.
The best thing that we ate was a slice of pizza. That we were like, oh, that's Jason. He's on the phone. So I just want to bring in some more comments here.
Grab him. He would be great.
So Wayne Stoutner says, "Good job, Rich. Find Kirby Mallon."
Yes. So
Find Kirby Mallon.
So check it out. We ran into Kirby the first night. Him and his wife, and we had a nice conversation. So Safessa is in the building, and I know they were on some panels, or they were in a room doing some things yesterday with the entire industry. So
I'm gonna go grab it for you. I'm gonna grab it for you.
Let's go do it.
Oh, nice. And so, and I'm gonna bring in some more comments here. I really like this, Josh. This is the one sentence.
The Food Group is a community of industry professionals that collectively create a resource for how to navigate the future of food service. Okay.
All right.
I am with that. Hold on.
I'm gonna write that on my arm, and when everyone
I'm gonna get that tattooed.
Well, we're supposed
right
to get
here.
tattoos with Josh and
I'm gonna have like
Taz.
crib notes on I'm gonna put it right here in my hand. I'm actually gonna take a picture of that.
Sure. All right.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're live at MAFSI.
Oh, snap.
Check
Hi,
it out.
you guys.
That's your camera.
Oh, my gosh.
Jason Wayne's Food Service Power Plant Network.
Hi, Fed Nation. I love being with you. This is rad.
Do we have something for him to
Yes,
join
of course.
to follow FS
Absolutely. I'll put it
the
in the back.
website?
You guys are great. The Fed Nation was a part of, it's such a huge part of the reason behind the Food Service Power Plant Network. And you and Lisa hanging out this week and connecting and getting to know you both better, because we'd only met once personally.
We did.
And I hadn't met
We've
Lisa.
only spoken online.
Right, I know.
To my point,
The magic of doing life in person together.
I'm bringing you in here.
If you want to know something about the website,
Sure.
Craven Company just crushed this website.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they built the website.
I've actually been there. It looks great. It really came
They
out
did an amazing
really,
job.
really well.
I'm bringing it up. Hold on.
And we're not even finished.
Yeah, we're not even done.
Not even
Yeah.
done yet.
They
It's
started
still-
like 2 weeks ago on that.
It's still coming together. That's the thing. You're always improving. You're always updating. You're always doing different things. It looks great as it is right now. We're gonna bring this up into the feed.
Oh my gosh,
Show
love
everybody-
it, love it.
Show everybody what we have going on here.
So a couple of things about about the website. You can go to the website to join the group. If you're not already a member of the group, you can go there to find out about like little speaking. You can find conversations, get links to the YouTube channel.
Okay.
So for all the 65 conversations we've done, you are 2 of them, I believe.
Am I the most so far?
I think you are the most.
I want to stay that way.
Yeah.
So I want to do a third one. Maybe you let me know when.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do it during the summer or something.
I love it. That'd be great.
Got to do another one.
We'll do it back.
I
again.
want to be the most played.
I'm trying to think what else we have on there. There's a link to the store, so you can go buy a T-shirt. You can go buy
I thought I saw your t-shirt.
oh yeah,
you're
t-shirt.
Wearing a T-shirt right here.
There we go. T-shirts are on the site, and water bottles, all that kind of jazz.
Do we have this up in the feed?
It is. It's up.
So it's up in the feed. Everyone can see
Awesome.
the website. So we're showing that right now.
Look at that.
Let's talk a little bit about too, because the positivity mindset. And you did a talk, think like a chef, or act like a chef rather.
Act like a chef. Yep.
You know,
Here it is.
let's talk a little bit about the importance of this, especially today, coming out of a pandemic, where people were kind of secluded and getting back into the world.
Yeah. Thanks, Rich. It's there's everybody that I talk to, not everybody. A lot of people feel tired. The last 2 years have been a lot. There's been a lot of transition, a lot of change. It's hard to handle a lot of change. So the question is, will we find ourselves now with a giant exhale together? How do we recreate that energy in our life so that when we wake up in the morning, we have something we're excited about, something we're building, something we're working toward? And so the first step is deciding, is taking ownership of where we're at, acknowledging what is, the great things and the things that are challenging or wish were better. And then the next step, you decide what you want to make, just like a chef. So a chef has to figure out, what do I want to build right now? Am I going to do lasagna or am I going to do prime rib? Same with us. We need to know, what am I creating in my life that's exciting? Is it depth of relationship? Is it a different career path or a next level in my career? Is it greater physical health? Whatever those things are, we all have dreams. So knowing that, the next step, they sharpen your tools. We want to sharpen in a kitchen. They sharpen their tools. For us, tools are goal setting, visualization, affirmations, belief in ourselves and our ability to accomplish it. The next step is building our team, deciding who's going to cook in your kitchen with you. I think I need to update that. Is decide who's going to cook in your kitchen with you. We are the sum of the 5 people that we spend the most time with.
So true.
Jim Rohn said it, and he was so true. So if we are trying to get somewhere really positive in our life, let's surround ourselves with people that are inflators, that lift us up, that encourage us to get there. The next step, what's next? I don't even know. It's get ingredients. Choose the ingredients. We have these things called happy chemicals that we can tap into at any
I loved that yesterday.
moment.
I really like that too.
Yeah, if we're in a negative momentum where we feel like we're spiraling,
It
or we
made
feel
it easy
discouraged.
for us. We could literally pick out what activities to do, to remember to do.
Love
To get that dopamine going, man.
Yeah, we have a whole list of things that you can do to get a happy chemical in any given moment. I love it. After that, you cook, which is all about taking action. You got to once you decide what you want, boom, immediate action. Within the first 15 minutes of you deciding you want something, do something. If you decide you want to go to Costa Rica to surf, then you should look up a resort in Costa Rica that you can surf at in the next 15 minutes, whatever that is. If you want to get healthier, drop and give 10 push-ups right now. All that kind of stuff. And lastly, you find out if the meal's good and you make it better. We're all about getting feedback. Oftentimes we have blinders on. We don't know how we're doing on our journey all the time. And so we have people that we have surrounding us that we can say, hey, how am I doing now, Rich?
Accountability partners.
Exactly.
Right.
Things like that. So that's the framework.
Love it.
And
Love it.
it's needed. I mean, people need to know that there's some place to go to talk about these things, to have that community that's been built on Facebook. When you go to the fspowerplant.com, you could get right to the group on Facebook. Jason's going live in there every day, just about, pretty much.
A lot.
You got a talk every Monday now, is it?
Every Monday night.
It's every Monday night. There's different talks, and there's industry people that he's bringing to the table, like legit industry people like you, like Rob Connolly and Tom Mitchell.
President of MAFSI.
You just had those guys on before you came. Obviously Chelsea from Crave has been on.
Joe Carbonari is here, Maureen Slocum, Rob Connolly, president of Henny Penny. This week is Stephanie Gilbert. She is the executive vice president of BSI. She's here. She's going to be joining us. She's also a committee chair for MAFSI here.
So, there's so much insight you can gain by learning from other people, and oftentimes, listen, we don't know everything. We don't know it all, and when you have a community, when you have people you can lean on and count on, I think that could take us leaps and bounds further in our careers, personally, professionally. So, man, we appreciate what you do.
Don't kill me.
You inspire us, man.
I know
inspire us every day.
We're working on FEDDCon, but I do foresee a mindfulness retreat with the Fed group.
So I do want to. Let's just put it out into the atmosphere, because me and Lisa have talked about it and said I would love to see something in the future where we put on, like she was mentioning, like a conference, but it's more of a retreat, and it would be something that would be broken down between the Food Service Power Plant Network, the Fed Group, collectively putting on something where people can go and there's that positive mindset. Maybe we're in a room, and I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud, like yoga, like we're doing something like we're doing breathing exercises, we're doing different things to just get ourselves grounded. And then we could do some digital stuff, and then we could make it a whole, like a weekend or something, a weekend retreat thing.
I hadn't thought of that, so I love it. How fun is that?
We're just thinking out loud together, different ideas down the line.
I love the dreaming. I love it. We got to decide what we want to make.
Yes.
And you throw it out there,
put it out into the atmosphere.
And I love it, you guys. What a fun idea. Hey, thank you for having me on. Thanks for your friendship. Thanks for your support of the Power Plant Network. And I'm really grateful for you both and your community.
Grateful for you back.
Jason Hartman says, please take my money. I am in. He also mentioned that you should write a book.
Oh, Jason, what's up, man? Oh,
you should write a book.
Here. You know what? I am working on a book, but I've been working on it for like a year and a half since COVID began. So I don't know if it's fair to say I'm still working on it. But
it takes time to develop.
Bye, Chelsea.
Thanks, Chelsea.
Thanks, you guys. I love the ideas.
Awesome.
Cool.
Always.
Appreciate you.
Fed
So,
Nation, thanks for having me. Love being a part of your community. You guys are doing amazing things. Love it.
Jason Wange,
Grateful for you.
fspowerplant.com. Go check it out.
Bye, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. I'll take that one. That one's
That's
mine.
it. Oh, I already have one.
Yeah,
Look at
you
I'm Mike.
You're
I'm
stealing
a greedy.
all the
I'm greedy. I'm a
microphones.
greedy Mike guy over here. All right. So what a great live this has turned out to be.
Seriously.
But listen, this has been kind of the excitement that's been going on, and there's a buzz in the air, and tonight it's gonna all come down. Yeah, go jump right in. Sorry. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
My phone.
Sorry. There you go. So tonight there's there'll be a live karaoke band.
Yes. there will be.
I have been asked to jump on the ticket to get people, I guess, going because karaoke could be a little tough. People don't want to, always jump in and do karaoke. So I'm probably going to do Santeria by Sublime. We're gonna have to film this.
I might have to put it live in the group so
Yeah.
that if it's horrible, then we could still
Oh well,
see it.
it's going to be
Because if I film it
karaoke.
and
It'll be karaoke.
and then you might just accidentally delete the footage and I won't be able to put it in a vlog. So I think I'm gonna live stream it.
Live stream it. It's okay with me. That's all right with me. Yeah. So lunch is going on now. So maybe
We should probably go get lunch.
yeah. And if you're here watching this during lunch, hello.
Yes. Hello.
But great to see everybody here on the live. And if you're watching the replay, feel free to reach out. If you have questions for Chelsea or Jason, you can jump in the comments and do that, or just reach out to us and we'll get them. We'll get you guys connected. That's what it's all about.
I still have the Power Plant Network banner up, but that's okay.
That's okay.
It's hard to be on camera and produce at the same time.
It's not easy. This is not easy. So get to FEDDCon.com. Tickets are selling. We had a great conversation with Giancarlo from Mericooler today. He's doing some great things, and we'd love to have him. He's been a supporter from the beginning, so we're grateful, and we're going to look to see if to do some stuff at FEDDCon with him. And yeah,
I think that wraps it up.
I think that does wrap it up. And
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining us on this live stream that was totally
George.
unplanned.
George, you.
Rich has an advantage all the practicing during COVID-19.
That's right, George. You know what? It did accelerate a lot of things. There was the Fed chats. There was a lot of the virtual happy hours. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on between the end of March and through the summer. We were doing virtual happy hours. That wasn't live or anything, but
Mhm.
we were doing those every Thursday or Friday.
Yeah,
Every Friday it was. for
let's
us.
talk about that. Let's talk about bringing up virtual happy hours again.
Yes. So aside from the membership that we're going to be putting out for Fed, which we're going to host exclusive ones that you'll have to be a member to get involved with. But right now in the Facebook community, we want to the Facebook group. I think we want to start getting some happy hours going again, where you bring your favorite beverage, whether it's a cup of coffee, a Coke Zero, or a bourbon, whatever you want, and we just start connecting with different people. And we want to see different people jumping in because we want to build friendships. I think that's where this is going to be. The cornerstone of what Fed is, community and people that care about one another to see each other grow. So I think that'll be great, virtual happy hours.
Love it.
And we could probably host 3 a month, but now that's given that Josh and Taz do have availability. So we have to talk with them because we want to do West Coast ones with Josh. We want to do Midwest ones, Midwest Fed with Taz, and then East Coast could be with us over here, obviously. So yeah, I mean, we'll get that. We'll get that rolling. So if you're interested in being part of them, let us know as well.
Awesome.
What else?
3 a week, says Taz. Taz.
3 a
That's too
week.
much.
3 a week. I would actually love to do that.
No. Can't do that many.
I would actually love
We
to
have
do
too
3 a
much
week.
too much to do.
After FedCon, maybe we could.
Okay. All right. I think we gotta
All
go
right.
get lunch. Thank you guys.
I haven't
for
eaten all
joining
day.
us.
I'm gonna go get some lunch. Stay fired up. Stay positive. Stay well. You still got lot of day left, so do yourself a favor and make it count, ladies and gentlemen.
Make it count.
Make it count.
And see you on the next live.
See you on the next Fired Up.